Hi there, my name is Tercy Engelhardt, and I'd like to welcome you to the Unreasonably Grateful podcast, Living in Grace by Choice. So every week I say something that sounds very much like, welcome, I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for sharing your journey with me, and thank you for being a part of my journey. I know that in my now 39 years of recovery from 20 years of living an addictive lifestyle, healing from sexual abuse, and then an eating disorder for 20 years, that other people's stories had an impact on my journey. And it's my intention and my hope that something I say, something I share, some little bit of wisdom that um, has arisen over the years of my journey may make a difference in your journey, and it may give you a little bit more freedom or wiggle room or some insight that takes you to your next step. And remember that it is a journey, and it's about the ongoing process of sort of healing and rediscovering or discovering for the first time who we really are created to be and the gifts that we have and what there is for us to share. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you know anyone that you think would benefit, invite them, let them listen in and see for themselves if this is a good fit. Okay, so I do offer individual sessions on Tuesdays. Some people have emailed or gotten a hold of me and asked me if I could do another time. And when and if I can, I will. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. Mostly what I do is reflect back to you what I hear, what I see. An experience over time has told me it's always a bigger, grander, more beautiful, magnificent vision of yourself than the one that perhaps you have. Because I don't know why we seem to gravitate towards what we don't like or what we would love to have be different or better or whatever it is. And we miss sometimes who we really are. So that's available, and you can sign up on Work Together on my website, tercyengelhart.com. Okay, so this particular episode's called It's Up to You. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, and certainly my kids, and how I experience it and my grandchildren, you're always wanting to grow up and to have more responsibility. You're wanting to be more independent and be able to make your own choices, being able to experience more of the free will that we're given as human beings. However, we don't want to take responsibility when we don't like the way things are going. We resist that it's up to us um, in circumstances or situations that are challenging, that seem unfair, uh, that are difficult and hard to live with or deal with. And while I'm not saying that the circumstances are up to you, I am saying that how you experience those circumstances are up to you. I got a really beautiful text from a longtime friend, dear friend, and a many couple decades employee. And she shared with me that for 20 years I've been being trained to deal with this. And her family right now is in the middle of a crisis, a health crisis, and there's a real uncertain future. And it got me thinking about how, first of all, what a beautiful acknowledgement and such a victory, because for years and years and years, still, that is our work, helping people understand that if they do the work to be able to have the freedom to be whomever it is that they desire or are designed to be, that then they'll be able to deal with whatever it is that comes their way. And also, whatever it is that comes your way is perfectly designed to help you be developed into who you are designed to be. I'm moving some egg cartons because my puppy has decided to start chewing them while I'm recording this. So, anyway, what I was saying was it's not the circumstances of life that perhaps we'll be able to shift or to change, but we do have a say over who we are in the face of those circumstances. And when we can shift who we are in the face of those circumstances, our experience of those circumstances will shift also. And that's what this beautiful text was saying was for 20 years I've been practicing being the master of my own internal world of who I'm being. And that will allow me to deal with these tough and very unfortunate circumstances that my family is facing in ways I never could have imagined had I not done that work. So that's what I mean when I say it's up to you. Because as I've shared with you in many different ways under many different topics, it's where you put your attention that creates your experience, and you get to choose where you put your attention. And we live in a world where the distractions are perhaps louder and more frequent than they have ever been before. And one way of looking at that is it's the perfect training for us to get stronger and stronger at being able to choose where we put our attention or what it is that we're worshiping. What altar are we worshiping at? Because that's what your attention does. It has you bow down to that which you are attending to. So if you live as if it's up to you, it's up to you, then you can look at any situation or circumstance and say, and who do I want to be in the face of this? And that's what you practice. Can't change the circumstances, but you can shift your experience of those circumstances by shifting who you're being. And your being is one of those things that the access to it is through what we think, what we say, what we feel, what we believe, and our overall attitude. And all of those things, what you think, say, do, believe, and your attitude are up to you. So this week, what I want you to do is I want you to live like it's up to you, that it's completely up to you, and see if you don't have a more powerful experience of interacting with whatever it is that you're up to. Okay? And I'll be here next week, and I look forward to seeing you then. Have a great week.